by pagan goddesses, not by biblical characters. It's a symbol which is used to cause the kingdom of Satan to be manifest in this world today. And this is the star that they're praying around in the order of the Eastern Star.
Manly P. Hall. Have any of you ever heard of Manly P. Hall? Manly P. Hall is a 33rd degree Freemason. Was. He's dead now.
You can't believe the words that Manasseh has given me over the last year, because the prophetic in him is scary. Stretch your hands towards him that God will protect that gift on him.
When you become a Freemason, you take an oath for life, and you participate in secret ceremonies. I'm going to show you some of the things they do. Masonry brings so many curses.
Masonry requires its people to swear oaths. In Masonry, you are asked to swear an oath, and you don't know what that oath is.
And I must confess, when I was initiated into Freemasonry, I had quite a few spiritual misgivings, and I'll just explain a few of these. And this is what all men go through when they go to the lodge. After you're accepted and there's a unanimous ballot that's taken, you're accepted into the lodge, you receive your first 3 degrees, and the first degree is called the entered apprentice degree. And so a man goes to the lodge, and he's taken to the back room, and he's required to strip down. All his clothes are off except his undergarments, his underwear. And I thought to myself, this is kind of odd, but this appears to be a fraternity, and that's what fraternities do, so I said, fine, I'll go along with it. But then they asked me to do something else, John. They told me to take off my wedding ring, my crucifix, and my scapular. They said, don't worry about it, it's all going to be explained to you when you get in the lodge room. And as you can imagine, there's peer pressure here. You're hit over the head with this requirement. You have family and friends waiting for you to come out in the lodge room, and so candidates invariably proceed.
And not to mention that you're in a very vulnerable position. I mean, you're almost stark naked.
You are, and I felt terrible about it. Those are the only 3 times my wedding ring has ever been off, the first 3 degrees of Masonry. And after that, they blindfold you. So here you are in a state of vulnerability, ready to receive the truths of Freemasonry. And so, and again, this is what all candidates in the United States and throughout the world go through. And so they escort you to the lodge, and they require you to knock on the door 3 times. And then your conductor says, Mr. John Salza, who has long been in darkness and now seeks to be brought to light. And again, here I am reflecting on this as a Catholic. I've only been blindfolded a couple minutes, but this gentleman's claiming that I've long been in darkness. I am not sure what he means by that. Well, when you go on to read what Freemasonry teaches about that, it's teaching you that you are in a state of spiritual and mystical ignorance until you receive the light of the lodge. And so even though I was baptized in the light of Jesus Christ and I'm no longer in the kingdom of darkness, Freemasonry looked upon me as a baptized Catholic to be in a state of darkness.
Que el hermano reciba la luz.
The book, Duncan's Ritual Freemasonry, gives a word-for-word transcript of the first 3 degrees of the Masonic Lodge, the Blue Lodge. In the first degree, the initiate is asked the following question: what do you desire?
In the first degree, he answers light. In the second degree, he answers more light. In the third degree, he answers further light.
So Masons are looking for light, okay?
What happens next?
They escort you into the lodge room, and they press a very sharp instrument into your chest. And they say, if you ever reveal the secrets of Freemasonry, you know, you're worthy of the death penalty. This should be the pain and torture your conscience should feel if you ever violate the secrets of Masonry. So they set the tone right away, that this is a secret organization, it's a secret ritual, you can never reveal it.
¿Quién eres?
Un pobre candidato sumido en la oscuridad, que viene por voluntad propia, perfectamente preparado, y que solicita humildemente el acceso a estos misterios y privilegios.
En cualquier caso de peligro o desgracia, ¿en quién depositas tu confianza?
En Dios.
Then they escort you into the lodge, and the worshipful master, who is the head principal officer of the lodge, asks you to make a confession of faith in deity. This is the only requirement for you to be a Mason. A man must believe in God, must make a profession of faith in deity. Doesn't matter what God he believes in. And so the worshipful master puts his left hand on the candidate's head and says, in whom do you put your trust? This is the first test. If you're an atheist, you can't be a Mason. If you make any profession of faith in deity, you're worthy.
And by the way, you're not allowed to say, I put my trust in Jesus Christ, because the Masons don't believe Jesus Christ is God.
In all Masonic degrees, a man is required to swear oaths of secrecy, binding himself to the teachings of the organization, that he's going to preserve and maintain the secrets of what the lodge teaches. The other thing I would mention is, even if a man claims, well, I don't follow those rituals and I'm just in here to drive the motor cars with the shrine, this is what's important. You've taken an oath. You have bound yourself in an oath to Freemasonry.
Here we run into another problem. The oaths. Jesus Christ said in Matthew 5:34-37 that we should never swear oaths. And that command is repeated in James 5:12. My brothers, above all things, swear no oaths. Don't swear by heaven nor by earth, but yet your yea be yea and your nay be nay, for anything else cometh from the evil one. So we know where those oaths come from. They come from the evil one.